Welcome to the fifth tutorial of SAP 2000 V14. Today we are discussing barrel voltage structure. So in this barrel voltage structure, I am dealing with the examples in SAP help option. You can directly go for F1 option to know the examples. So here I am dealing with the problem U. So this shell is having a length of 40 feet, a width of 30 feet, a width of say roughly it is around 20 feet like that, and 30 feet at the top. So it is having a internal roll down angle of 35 degrees. So before doing that, please convert the units into kip feet F. You can change the units here, or you can go to file new model. So you can change the units here. If it is changed here, directly whatever you change it here will be can be seen here. Whatever I have changed here can be seen here. Now we can go to shells. So please see that the restraints have been unchecked, and now go to barrel shell, and now number of divisions in the axial and the angular directions are 8, and please keep it as same. And now the length is 40 feet, the radius is 35 feet, and the R is 30 degrees. So just say okay. Sorry, this is 20 feet as per the example. So just say okay. And now the shell is formed here, and now we can move the shell. You can select all, can go for edit, move in the Z direction. It is by 10 feet. So if you see this, the example here, the first height is 10 feet. Okay. So again you have one more shell at the top. So again go to edit, add to model frame template, shells, again go to barrel shells, and now please uncheck the restraints column over here, and number of divisions in the axial and the angular direction however remains to be same. Length is 40 and the interior angle is 35, radius is 30, and please go for the locate the origin. In locate the origin, go for the 3D view. In 3D view you have Z of 25 of height, and just say okay, okay, and okay. So now we have seen the structure has moved to the top, and now you can just go to the YZ plane and you can go for the global system. And now you have a wall here and you have a wall here. What I will try to do is, initially I will try to create a surface of a wall and an inclined slab over here and a wall over here. This entire surface can be mirrored to this direction. So if you see this, you have set display options over here. Go to set display options, you can just say label, say okay. So now we have seen the members. So wherever I am moving this mouse, you can see in this view the correct point where I am moving to. So at this point I would like to have a wall. So before that I would like to know what is the position of Y at this point. So I will click on the member with a right click and go to location, and just double click on this member or with your left tab on the mouse, and now you can take the angle, you can take the Y. So just Ctrl C and you can say cancel and cancel. Now you can go for edit, add to model frame template. You can build a wall over here. So the wall would be of divisions 5, and division width in Z will be 2.5, and to say it has 8 and this has 4. And you can go to use customer grid spacing, go to edit grid and go to local system origin to define the position of Z is the height is around 15. Let me check it out. The height is given as 15. If I am okay, yeah, height is 15, and if you see Y is equal to Control V. So the same point, the same width I am specifying over here. Okay, and you can just say okay, and please uncheck the restraints here. Please be careful with that and just do okay. Now we have seen the wall that is being created here. Now we want to create one more wall. So again come to XZ plane and y is equal to 0, and again go to global coordinates, just say global, and now we go to this point, just go for a right click over here and go for locations, again double click on the y member, and now you can copy the y coordinate, control C, and just say cancel and cancel. Again you can go for edit, add to model frame template, and you can go for wall command over here, and please always see that the global command here is specified. And now we can go for divisions is 5 and the spacing as 2.5 in the z direction, and x is equal to 8 and z is equal to 4. So you can just remove the resistance over here. Before doing that, go to user, edit grid data, go to local system horizon, and you can go to 3D, and in 3D you have y is equal to control V and let z be 0, and you can just say it as okay. So now the members has been created, but now if you see there is a connection between these two members. So what you can do is you can go to this XZ plane, you can save this to global view, to view, set 2D view, and now you have, go to XZ plane, let the y be minus 11.4715, that comes to this wall. Okay, so just say okay, and now the member has been selected. Now you can select the entire member, and again you can go for the view, set 2D view, XZ plane, and again you can go for minus 17.2073. Just say okay, and again select the entire members here. See, what I am trying to do here is I am trying to select these walls so that I can view only these two walls and I can connect them. So now we'll understand in this moment. Go for the perspective view. So if you see this, whatever numbers have been selected have been seen here. So now what you can do is you can connect both the members over here. Again you can go for the draw poly area command. You can just go for the section here, that is here, and here. You can just press enter. This creates a member, and now we can go for the select mode, and now we can select the area, and I can go for edit areas, divide areas, and this would be 3 and the next would be 8, and just say okay. And now if you see this member has been selected, but now the problem here, the entire view has been selected. So this might be a concern for me, because I want to select only this wall, this slab, and this wall, and I want to replicate this to this area. So what if you see, if I try to select this member, let us see what will happen. Yeah, see, now the entire member is selected. This is not my thing. So what I'll do is I'll try to clear all the view, go for this one, and what I try to do is again go to view, set 2D options, you go for XZ plane, you just say minus 11.4715, and just say okay. And now you select the entire member. Before that, please clear the grid over here. You can say view, show grid. So grid is cleared. Now you try to select this wall, and you try to select the inclined member also. Now you can go for view, set 2D view, and now you can say it as minus 17.2073. You can just say okay. Now we can see the entire view over here, and now what you do is you try to go for the perspective view, selection view only. You have show selection only, and now we can go for the perspective tool, and now we can see the entire member is created over here. Now we try to move this member from this side to the other side. So what you try to do is you just go for the view, mirror, you can go for edit, replicate, you can go for mirror, and here x1 would be 0 and x2 would be 1 and y2 would be 0 and y1 would be 0. Just say okay. Now these members has been transferred from here to here. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to connect this area over here. So again go for poly area, go for selection of the member. So please be careful while selecting the members and see that there are no disturbances here. Again just say enter. So now you can go for select tool. So select the area over here. Again you try to edit areas, divide frames. So go for 3 and 8, just say okay. So now this areas has been divided. So if you see the entire view over here, all the members has been created as per this drawing. Now there is a problem here. I want to assign restraints to this member. So what I'll try to do is I'll go for the view, and you can go for set 2D view to assign the restraints to the member. So what you can do here is you can go to set 2D view XY plane, and at Z you can just type it as 0 and you can just say okay. And now the bottom supports, the bottom restraints have been shown here, and you can just select all the members. You can go for assign joint restraints, and you can just say see that all the transitions 1 2 3 are freezed, and just say okay. And now the restraints have been assigned to the member. And now I should go for the load cases. Before going for the load cases, I want to define the properties. So go to define material properties. You can go to modify show materials. What you can do is you can just change the unit here to keep inches feet for height, and you can just say it as concrete, CONC. And now try to change it to 3600, and you can just say it as okay, and see that 0.2 is the Poisson's ratio, and you can just say it as okay and okay. And now if you see again go to define materials, you can just go to concrete, modify show material. So if you see this has 0.15 and moldless velocity is 5,51800, but I want this to be around 3600 from the data. So there is a small error. So what I'll try to do is cancel, go to keep inches, and you try to go to keep inches. So go to define materials, modify show material. So you can just say it as 3600 here. So it sounds to be good. And now we can just say okay. Okay, just press OK and just press OK, and you can see, and now we can change this unit to keep feet F. And now if you see define materials, modify show materials over here, you'll get 518400. So which is not a console, it is the mass per. In the mass per it's 4.622 E, and weight per unit volume is 0.15. So you can say now as OK, and now say OK. And now what you can do is you want to assign the loads for as live loads and dead loads to the member. So what you try to do is you can go for define load patterns. In the load patterns you can just type live load here, and now you can just say type live, and you can go to add new load pattern, and you can just press OK. And before doing that, please try to give load combinations. What I try to do is define in a load combinations, and go to load combinations, add new combo, and now you can say combo 1 dead load linear static add, and now you can go for live load and live, and you can just say scale factor as 1, you can give it as add. So combination 1 will give you dead load plus live load. So you can just say OK, and you can just say OK. So now what I want to do is I want to add a load of 300 psi at the top surface. So now what you can do is you can go to view you can go for set limits, and you can go for minimum as 25. So you can just show and just say okay. So this is not visible, so what I'll try to do is I'll try to select the 3D view over here. Or you can just select this member. You can go for view, set limits, that as 25, and you can just say okay. So now this area has been selected, and now I want to apply a load to this member. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to select the entire frame by dragging on the entire thing, and now I'll go to assign menu, area loads, and you can go for uniform shell. In uniform shell you can give it as a live load and a load of, that is 0.3. Let me check out it. Yeah, it is 0.3, and you can just say gravity load, and everything is as it is, just say okay. And now you can see the displacements or deformed shapes. Now what I'll do is I'll try to uncheck the deformed shapes. Let me run the analysis. Like you can just go for function F5, so that will run the load case for you. You can just uncheck the model, do not run the case of the model. So you can just go for run now. So it is trying to first will ask you to save the file. Don't mind, the system is a bit slow. You can go for barrel vaulted structure. I'll just say barrel vaulted, and I'll say just save the file. So this will give you the displacement at the point. So you can go for select the member, and you can just say right click the member over here. So what you can do is you can go for the display, show deformed shapes, F6, for the combinations, and just say okay. So now you can see the values over here. And now what I'll try to do is I'll go to show one more thing for you. Show forces, shells. You can go for maximum movements, just say okay. Now you can see the severity of the movements with respect to the planes. So a lot of them are less severe. As the degrees increases, there is no much yellow shade over here, so that says the structure is okay. And let us change by changing the unit into kip, inches, and Fahrenheits. And now let me display show forces. You can say joints, you can say combinations. So now these are the joints, and you can see joint objects, the forces and movements are almost zero over here. Again go to display, show, you can just say shells, or otherwise you can go for maximum forces. You can just say okay. Now we can see the intensities of forces over here. So this completes my tutorial on barrel vaulted structure. If you have any doubts, please leave a message for me, so that I would reply for the questions that you asked. And thanks for watching. And if you like my tutorials, please subscribe at the bottom, so that all my future tutorials will be posted. And please note that these are only the examples which I am dealing initially, and after all the examples have been completed, I will try to come with all the advanced structures that I can deal on SAP. Thanks for watching.